For centuries, Buddhist pilgrims have journeyed to Emei in Sichuan province to visit the mountain because of its spiritual significance. But for locals, the city had a more material attraction: jobs. In the 1960s, Chairman Mao chose the area as a safe haven for developing China's heavy industry. Tucked away in China's interior, it was thought to be immune from enemy attack. 50 years later, those factories are closing. As with the rest of China, rapid export-led industrial growth is giving way to the slower-moving services sector.
因为我是学外语的，刚来的时候是做外贸，因为刚来的时候这个企业效益还比较好，当时有很多外贸业务，有进口也有出口，但是这种状态持续了2-3年，效益不好了以后，外贸业务也逐渐减少。
The 739 semiconductor factory used to make silicon for electronic circuits and, more recently, solar cells. It supported a village of over 1,000 families. Its profits paid for the local hospital and primary school and provided jobs when students finished school. But when the solar industry turned to bust through oversupply, the global financial crisis, and cuts to solar subsidies in Europe, it proved catastrophic for 739, which laid off over 1,000 workers in 2013.
他们那个投资也实户，带了国家30多个亿，搞太阳能多金，这个忙不的，简直是忙不的。
With a UNESCO heritage site on its doorstep, Emei had tourism to fall back on, and many former factory workers now run bed and breakfasts on the mountainside. But for others, service jobs on the high street are lower paid and less secure than their previous factory jobs. For many, especially the young, the skilled, and the better off, the best option has been to leave. 739's primary school has already shut down, and the secondary school has half the number of students from a decade ago, of whom most now come from farming families. In Emei, house prices have fallen by about a fifth in the last year, and the local government, which is finding it difficult to raise money through land sales, is struggling to pay for much-needed infrastructure. This bridge next to the 739 workers' housing complex has been left unfinished for more than a year. Industrial decline, particularly in remote areas, is not unique to China. In fact, it's been happening in the West for decades and is thought to be one of the key factors behind the rise of Donald Trump. But here in China, it is happening earlier, before many places have achieved basic material prosperity. For the next generation, particularly in places like 739 Village, the Chinese miracle is no longer secure as it once appeared. Yuan Yang for the Financial Times in Emei City.